Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I tied this geode blanket. So I start by grabbing a random piece of the blanket and then wrapping it with sinew this is artificial, just wax sinew. And I wrap it about 3 or 4 times and then wrap it around my sinew puller about twice, and then I just pull until I feel a little bit of a tug. So that is how I wrap my geodes. I was going to cut portions of this and then just show you the end result, but I am going to keep the camera rolling for you and so you can see the entirety of the process. This is sped up quite a bit, but I will say that this whole process took me about 20 minutes to tie this blanket. All right, so I've got the blanket all tied up, and I put it in just like a rack that can drain through it. So this is a dish drying rack is what it is. And then I put it in a tote, and I put some ice in these produce bags. This is just a way I've found I can put ice in the bags and I don't require a barrier. So that's kind of what I did here. That's what these little bags are. And I just add as much ice as I can to cover the entirety of the fabric. And after I've added all my ice, you can see here I'm just putting the ice in those bags. And then I'm just adding ice to fill in the empty spaces. And I used the color Alchemist. That was a very quick show of it, but this is the color Alchemist, and I just used one color on this. You'll see how cool it is with all the splits. Even though it was only one color, it will look like two. It'll look like blue and purple. So it's just a really cool effect. All right, so after the ice melts, I let it sit for at least 24 hours so the dye can set. And here is the rinse out process. So I like to rinse out as I'm untying. I'm just kind of trying to get rid of as much excess as I can, and then I start the untying process. So the good thing about sinew is you don't need scissors or anything. You just can unwind it, and because it sticks to itself, you didn't need to tie any knots or anything. So it's a pretty easy way to untie. I mean, this was a really big project, so it does take me a little while to untie it. I turned off the water because it was taking me that long. That was my son wanted to be in the video, so that was him giving a thumbs up. I forgot he did that. And anyway, so I guess when YouTube asks if any kids appeared in the video, I should probably say yes, huh? No, it was just his little thumb. Anyway, you can see here I'm using scissors, and that was only because the sinew broke. So you have to be really, really careful if you're going to do that. Some people use a seam ripper, which was probably a better idea, but I have done this long enough. I feel comfortable in my abilities to not cut holes. But if you don't, I suggest just using a seam ripper if your sinew breaks. All right, so I got it all untied, and now I'm rinsing it out in cool water, and then I bump it up to hot water to get out even more of the excess dye. You can still see all the color coming out as I rinse this. This is a huge piece of fabric, so it takes quite a while. I use some Dawn dish soap, just the regular blue kind, to get out even more excess dye, and I put it in a washing machine and a hot washing machine with Dyer's detergent, and then at that point it should be good to wash with other things. I don't know what I'm doing with my phone there. I'm texting or something, who knows. Here is the final result. It turned out so pretty, so cool. I wish I had more final footage of it for you, but this is what I've got. I hope you like it. Please comment if you've got any questions at all. I love to chat. We'll talk to you soon.